What a gorgeous day it is. My name is Katherine Symthe, and today's podcast on May 14th is a very special podcast. We're at the Botanical Gardens here, and what a gorgeous place it is. Today's podcast is called Owning and Living Your Truth. One of the truths behind the creation of Outspoken Woman was that when I first was trying to create Outspoken Woman, it was to reach out to my ex, showing her that you can believe in love and that you deserve love, because I was told at the time that she just needed time and space and there is hope. Of course, life being what it is, I never foresaw her moving on with someone else or not talking to me again, because that is her truth to which she has never spoken. However, again, and I reiterate, it is about honor. I forgive her and bless her, and namaste to her and hers, because at the end of the day, owning your truth is probably one of the hardest things that you could ever do. It's about finding your authentic self and being one with life and having integrity. You know, this led to an outpouring of support from those women that are the supporters of Outspoken Woman. I am truly humbled and amazed by the amazing women who have shared their lives with me and their stories, that have said that I've touched them and that they have touched me by sharing their life stories. I know that I'm different, always have been, and I've even tried to hide who I am. But at the end of the day, just as the grass grows, you can't hide from who you are. It's who Spirit, or whatever your truth is, made you. And you can't hide from who you are. And one of those beautiful women that have been supporting Outspoken Woman is Sonia Beatrice, who I have here now in the pagoda as I walk up with me today. And how great it is that on the morning of a great evolution of Outspoken Woman, we now see where now Outspoken is going. In an effort to reach out to an ex, I have now created something that is a forum for all women. You are special, and there is hope. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the great Sonia Beatrice.
Hello.
How you doing today, Sonia?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
Great, great. Can you share with us a little bit about yourself?
Yes. Of course, my name is Sonia Beatrice. I am the facilitator at Positive Direction, the Wholeness Center, and basically what I do is I'm a spiritual life coach. I help people in metaphysical ways and spiritual ways to enhance their life, to take control of their life, and to facilitate their life with all of the God-given potential they have to manifest a awesome, dreamt of life in reality. And I teach people how to do that and help direct their path so that they can get there much faster than usual.
Sonia, when did you realize that owning your truth and living your life with authenticity was a part of your life's journey?
Well, as we discussed in these questions first, that's a very sacred time in my life. I was living a life very false and very trying to please others and trying to be who people wanted me to be, and that put me down a very, very dark path. It got to a point where I was trying to commit suicide on a very regular basis, and one day I almost succeeded and don't remember my hospital stay. And the day that I got out, I realized I had a purpose, I had a meaning, and I needed to be here. And so I realized if I was meant to go, then I would have gone, but I wasn't meant to. And so that day that I walked out, everything just clicked and everything seemed brighter and better, and I've taken every moment to be true to myself and to teach people to be true to themselves, because all in all, that's what matters, is you, the God in you, representing you, and you representing God, to be true and teach others to do that as well.
Well, I am honored that you are here with us today.
Thank you.
You have really impacted people's lives, and I'm honored that Outspoken Woman is speaking with you. Was there a catalyst that really keeps reoccurring in your life that has changed who you are?
Absolutely. I would definitely say that the San Antonio Rape Crisis Center was the major catalyst in my life, being that I grew up in sexual child abuse, adult abuse, within the gay community as well as within the straight community. I had a lot of healing to do. And my counselor, Sandra Higginbotham, there helped to transform me, helped to get all of that hurt out and watch me go through this pain and watch me go through the process of dying myself as well as dying to that pain and coming out a whole new person. And so I would definitely say Sandra Higginbotham, as well as Gina Renee, who stood by me that whole time and was there supporting me and just taking care of me when I couldn't take care of myself. So those two people were definitely the catalyst in Rape Crisis Center.
Well, you have definitely reached out to other people, because I remember that night that when I barely knew you, and I reached out to you because I was grieving over the loss of my ex who had moved on, and you told me to properly grieve the process. And that's when I realized that I had been drinking every night and that I need to back up for a moment and go back into my spiritual self. So for that, I thank you. What are some of the tools that we as women can use to help find our truth and live our truth?
I think the easiest thing is listen to that voice inside. There's a voice that speaks above all other voices, above reasoning, above trying to please, that really rings in our hearts. And I think that's the voice that we need to speak from, be it intuition or be it our heart. I think that when that voice comes and it contradicts what's outside of us, that's the one that we need to go by, because that is from within and that is our true self.
And what about that little voice that sometimes creeps up? I call it the little negative voice that says, I'm not worthy. I mean, I kept hearing, oh, you're not worthy of her love. And, you know, we as women hear negative stuff from, how do we stop that negative voice and listen to the true voice?
Well, sometimes that is the true voice, because the true voice is your truth. And so being that it's your truth, I think that you need to recognize that right now your truth is in negativity. And so you look at that and you say, you know what, I'm ready for change. And you say, my new truth is going to be X, Y, and Z. My new truth is I am worthy. My new truth is I deserve better. My new truth is I am a wonderful human being. And you switch out that voice and you make your voice louder until it's no longer there.
That is so great. What is your insight to acceptance? Because there are some people that are different, may not always fit in. What's your insight, the best advice that you can give on acceptance?
I think that is one of the easiest things to answer. And with that, I would say it's the golden rule. To treat others as you would want to be treated. Everybody wants to be accepted. We want to be accepted. You want to be accepted. And so if you were in a foreign land, in a foreign place, you would want someone to befriend you. You want someone to accept you and all your differences and all your faults and all of your quirks and all of your pet peeves, and you just want to be loved and appreciated and honored. And I think that if you look at yourself in that other person through namaste, through yourself with God in that person, you would say they deserve to be loved, they deserve to be honored, they deserve to be accepted just as I would. And so that right there I think is one of the easiest things to do, is just come out of yourself and put yourself in them.
For those of you that were not aware, Sonia Beatrice was one of the women that her quote was chosen to be in One Voice video and how it was chosen. What attracted you to Outspoken Woman and the work that I'm doing?
I think what really attracted me is the fact that it was real. It was authentic, it was true, and it spoke a lot of generalities that we all face. And when I watched my first podcast, it spoke to me. It was like, yeah, I see that, and it really caught me, and it made me think. And it may have been a 4 or 5 minute podcast, but that 2 or 3 words made me go off for like 30 minutes. And that's where I started to say, I need to listen to these on a regular basis, because it spoke to me. If it was just a few words, it changed something in me and made it click. And so I think that's really what caught me and keeps me watching and waiting for more.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for being here with me today with Sonia Beatrice. Namaste to you. I am honored to have such a great woman here talking with us, an outspoken woman. We have to stay together. We go through challenges, we go through things, but you are loved and you are accepted. Do not give up. There is hope. And I look forward to further podcasts with future guests that we will have: Nelly Herrera, Tamara Smith, Didi Bamares, Jessica Perez. I want you to see that there are people out there. And no matter, sometimes other people's truths may hurt your truth, but at the end of the day, honor that experience and live life with celebration. Thank you, and have a great day.